are you? I'm good. Tired this week. How was your week? It's been a really long week, I think. Everybody doing all right? Thank goodness it's Friday, huh? Here I am. I don't know what YouTube is doing now for notifications. Like I went in and set it up and it asked me, when do you want to do it? And then it said 9:00. But I don't know if it's notifying you guys or if it's just saying I'm live. I don't know. YouTube. Awesome. I'm pooped this Friday. It's been a long week. A lot of stuff, huh? This week. No, I just went live just a minute ago. So, just notified you. Oh, I was gonna say no, I didn't just notice you. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Everybody had an okay week? I'm having the worst allergies, guys. Oh my goodness, it's been terrible this week. Awesome. Glad to hear it, Tammy. Dave's downstairs making himself some dinner. I just had some bagel bites. Not good for me. Thank you. Yes, I got new glasses. I got 4 pair of new prescription readers, so I can have them all over the place. These ones are my favorite so far. They're super bright and fun. But I have a pair that looks just like my old pair that everybody likes, the rainbow ones. And then I also got one that is that same style, but it's purple with black polka dots. They're really fun. I like them. But yeah, my allergies have been terrible this week. I don't know about everywhere else, but man, New England, whew, stuff is out in force. They are fun. I was happy. It was a nice little fun thing this week. In a rough week. This would seem to be a rough week for a lot of folks. But yeah. Yeah, I needed some. And I get mine from Zenny, so they're so affordable that, after about a year and a half, they get really scratched because I'm not careful with them. I flip them up onto my head and then they stretch out this way. And then eventually when I bend over, they just fall off my face onto the floor and get scratched up and stuff. So that's no good. I was saying, Tammy, I feel like it was a long week too. Lot of just garbage this week. So, my mom is out of quarantine, which is good. I'm glad for that. She's still feeling okay, so fingers crossed. What else? I've had such bad allergies this week that a couple times I've been like, is this allergies? But I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know what it is with perimenopause, but as soon as I went into perimenopause, my allergies intensified. And I know that that's one of the symptoms is that your allergies can actually get worse. But it affects my ears and it makes me dizzy. So I started taking Claritin, and Claritin keeps that from happening, but it doesn't take all the symptoms away. So like my ears pop a lot. They get hot feeling inside. My throat has been scratchy. It's, a little bit of a cough, but it's because I've got a tickle in my throat kind of a cough. But yeah, ugh. Oh, Tammy, I'm sorry to hear your mom's in the hospital. I hope she's going to be okay. See what I mean? It's like that kind of tickle cough. Ugh, it's awful. I can't wait until perimenopause is over. Tammy, I would tell you that I would pray for you, but I am not a prayer. So I will do what I always do, which is I will keep you in my thoughts and your mom, and I will send all the good vibes that I have. But I'm not going to tell you that I'll pray for you, because I just don't. I would feel like I was lying. I'm crocheting while we're visiting this time. Okay. I will keep her in my thoughts, though. It can be so scary. Is your mom older? I know I get nervous. My mom was in the hospital quite a bit last year, and it was rough. She was not doing great. She was having heart problems. So that was scary. Oh, okay. Well, then you understand. What the crazy news day today, huh? Our country's in some craziness. Oh, 75. Oh, yeah. See, my mom is young compared for my age. I mean, I'm 47. My mom is 66. Just turned, no, 65. I'm sorry. She just turned 60. Yeah, 65 in August. And I will be 47 in October. So, well, this month. So yeah, she's kind of young, but like my husband's parents are in their 70s. His dad actually just turned 80. And so I always had younger parents than everybody else my age. Yeah, my parents got married when my mom was 18, and she immediately got pregnant with me. And then sadly, for her, she had a hysterectomy when she was 19. So I am her only. My father has 2 other children from his second marriage. My brother and sister, they're twins. So my poor mom was in menopause at 19. What a nightmare that would be, huh? But yeah. But yeah, I woke up this morning to a message from her saying, "What do you think about the news today?" And of course, I had just woken up, so I hadn't seen any news. So then I saw the news, and then I got busy, and I had to finish up a work job today. I actually had a small job to do for our actual work this week, and so I finished that up. A rich person wanted more cooling in their house, so I had to put some split ductless ACs, draw up a plan for them. So I did that, and then I was just busy. Somebody ordered a custom bag, and so I was working on their bag. And so when I finally heard back from her tonight, she called and I was eating, and so I'm going to call her tomorrow so we can discuss the happenings of the day. She always wants to chit-chat with me. Oh, and running errands. Tammy, how long has your mom been in the hospital? I hope it hasn't been a long ordeal for her, and I hope she starts to improve quickly. Oh, 2 days. Well, I'm sure, you know what, better to be in there if you need to be in there so that they can get good treatment. Sorry, I have my yarn sitting on top of my computer, like my laptop keyboard, and then I have my webcam. So every time I pull my yarn, my little TV table that my stuff is on moves. But yeah, so it's been a crazy week. I did a Facebook Live for my Color Street group, and I let them pick my next manicure, and so then I went live so they could see me do it, and that was kind of fun. I don't know that I love it now that I've had it on a few days, but whatever. I got my Halloween nails in this week, and so I can swap over to those whenever I feel like it. It's just an earthquake. That's all. It's just a little earthquake going on. That's all. Nothing to worry about. And then what else happened this week? I sent out the LibreSwap emails to the people that had actually decided to participate. And I don't know how many people Dana had last year, And either people didn't hear it or they weren't interested in having me run it, because I had a grand total of like 6 people. But those 6 people will have a lovely swap. So that's nice, you know? Whatever. And 8, just let me finish counting. No, I know. I mean, and that's it. There was a lot of folks that weren't Libras. And so, you know, they weren't going to participate, and I get that. So, and I wasn't going to participate because it seems weird to assign yourself somebody to send you things. So I didn't either. And I finally got so irritated and like bored with the projects that I was working on that I started a new project, guys. And it's all Tori's fault, because she decided to make a virus shawl last Saturday. She started working on it, and I was like, you know what? I also want to make another virus shawl. So that is what I am actively working on right now. Isn't it cute? I love it. I think it's going to be pretty. I like the colors. So it's all, you know, wonky looking at the moment because, you know, it's all smushed up in your hands and stuff. It is Colorscape. The colorway is Acapulco. And I love how it looks. I think it's super pretty. It's going to be a really fun. It's going to be like Joseph's coat of many colors. That's what it's going to look like by the end, I think. So what else is going on? So yeah, I have this to show you. I actually took a couple of nights and just kind of chilled out and watched some TV. I am I'm having coming close to that special lady time, and so I get really tired for a few days before. You will get to watch it grow, exactly. And so I was really tired this week, and so I ended up just chilling out and watching some TV. And so I don't know how many of you guys used to watch Big Bang Theory. It was like one of my favorite shows ever. And I understand there's like a goofy laugh track and everything, but I've known guys like that, like kind of nerdy guys like that. So that was kind of fun for me. And no matter what was going on or how poorly I felt, like I went through a whole thing with labyrinthitis a couple summers ago, and I was like flat on my back on the couch for like weeks. And that really kept my spirits up, was just watching that show. So I find like that, yeah, right? I just love it. And so I had signed up recently for the HBO Max, I think it is, which you can see like HBO stuff, but then you can also see Turner Classic Movie stuff and Studio Ghibli and Comedy Central and Adult Swim. And they also had Big Bang on there, which I don't need the Big Bang because they bought me the series. So I can watch it whenever I want. But they had Young Sheldon, and I had only caught a few episodes of that show. And so I have binged that a couple of nights this week. 7, 8, 9. And I'm finding I really like it. They did a really good job between the two shows. And I'm glad to hear, I didn't even know if it was still like an active show or if it had been canceled or whatever. And I guess it hasn't been canceled, and they're saying it might come back like late 2020 or early 2021. It was supposed to be back already, but then COVID happened, and you know what I mean? It's not as good as Big Bang. It's not. But I love Annie Potts as Meemaw. She's like the best. She cracks me up in that show so much. I've always liked Annie Potts, though. I liked her in Ghostbusters, and I liked her in Designing Women. And so who they have had on it that I'm not a huge fan of, the character is the boyfriend she has there. What the heck? Craig T. Nelson, the guy from what's it? Poltergeist. He was also on Coach. Remember that show, Coach? Yeah. So I'm not real fond of his character, but I do love the guy she was dating, the scientist, the guy that was from The Princess Bride. I like his character a lot. He's just so like genuinely like, I don't know, excited about things that I liked it. But so I've been watching that. Dave was never a huge fan. Sorry, I'm just drinking diet soda. Just diet soda. I have a Clementine White Claw, but I don't know that I want it. It's just one of those nights. I don't know. So sorry guys, I post nasal drip and stuff, but so Dave was never a huge fan of Big Bang. Like he watched it with me and stuff, but he was never the biggest fan. And so I haven't been like watching a lot of young Sheldon with him. He caught a couple of episodes with me while we were downstairs, and he actually really was laughing. He likes Meemaw too. She's pretty funny. And I really like, okay, so here's the thing, like what he took away from it was the dad in Young Sheldon seems way more of a good guy than the way he's described in Big Bang Theory. Like I like the dad actually in Young Sheldon. So, but anyways, so when we, sorry guys, when we watch TV together, Annie Potts, she is a talent. Hello, Felicia. How are you doing? Sorry, guys. So we started watching, and I didn't even know about this show, Superstore. It's on Hulu. And all I can think of, if you haven't seen it, is like if you've ever seen The Office. It's like The Office, but at a department store, like at Walmart. It's been pretty funny. There was one episode where this one guy had to move a mannequin across the store, and it was pretty funny. He was not real good at it, which was quite the interesting way he was carrying these mannequins. It was pretty laugh inducing. I also actually had a little tinkle. Because it made me laugh so hard. So, yeah, it was a busy week in my, like I said, in my nail group. So, I did a live. What else did I do this week? Oh, I've been working on that bag. I had a custom bag order. So, and it's a sew together bag, and those ones are just a little bit more in depth. So it takes a little longer. So a lot of the time that I've been able to get up into the, the sewing room, I've been working on that. So hopefully I'll have that done for her this weekend. But I did take out, I don't know how many of you guys do any sort of embroidery or needlework. Oh, Felicia, you might not have seen, I'm working on a virus shawl. That's what I've been sitting here picking at while we've been chatting. But anyways, yes, Superstore was a very funny show. So if you haven't seen it, it's a good one if you're looking for shows. What else? So anyways, this is, I've been working on this for, I don't know, like years. I just pick away at it as I feel like it. But it's an embroidery, and this is what it will look like at the end. Can you guys see? Yeah. So it's called The Mystery of the Salem Witches Guild. Oh, thank you, Felicia. I love the virus shawl. Yeah, it's the Colorscape yarn, Tammy, in the Acapulco color. So I think I'm going to really love it. I really liked that colorway, so I was like, ooh, I'm going to buy a whole bunch of it because I think they discontinued that yarn. And I didn't realize I already had some. So I have like 15 skeins of it. So I was like, I can probably make a shawl and still make like a sweater with it. But anyway, so I've been working on this thing forever. But I figured I would show you guys what's neat about this is you use crayons to basically dye your fabric. So you dye your fabric with crayons and then you embroider over it. Can you guys see? I can't see past it, so you guys can kind of see that, right? Neatest darn thing I had ever seen with the crayons. Huh? Right? How weird is that? Have you ever heard of that? But I think it's really neat. And what you do is you take your fabric and you trace your pattern, and then you take white crayon and you put white crayon. Hi, Deb girl. Thank you. I really like it. I think it's fun. It's just one of those things that I pick at. A little bit here, a little bit there, as I feel like it. It's been quite a while since I picked it up, actually. It was like buried in my office. But it's fun. It's fun to do. And so you take your pattern and then you color on the fabric with white crayon. And then you take, I'm trying to remember correctly, if you melt the crayon first, or if you put then the color over it and you put a paper towel under it and above it and you put your iron on it and it melts the wax, and the wax ends up in the paper towel and the color stays behind on your fabric, which is pretty darn cool, I thought. But what I love about this one, I don't know if you can see it, is in her pocket. You see that little yellow thing? It's a rotary cutter. I loved it. So yeah, so there's several of these actually. You can buy them to make them into a quilt if you want to. I don't think that I will. It takes me too long to do them, but I just loved it, and I thought it would be a really fun piece to have as like, a Halloween. I might put it into a quilt because it would be hard to frame it, I think. But yeah, so I thought I would show you guys that and just see if any of you had ever, she is armed, see if any of you had ever heard of that technique or had done it, or I don't know. I didn't even know if any of you embroider, but yeah, it's really kind of interesting. It's a pretty in-depth pattern, but it's totally doable. It's not difficult stitches or anything. I mean, French knot, you can do a French knot, but there's a ton of like floss for it. This is all for just this pattern. So there's a bunch. But yeah, oh, there's I couldn't find my needle threader. I do quilt, Felicia, I do. I've done some resin casting as well, but I haven't done that in a while because I got to tear my whole craft room apart and set up another table and stuff so that I don't get it on my work surfaces. Yeah, Felicia, if you look at my Instagram, if you like scroll back on my Instagram, you'll see a lot of the sewing projects I've made. Oh, you know how to embroider, Tammy? Yeah, I pick at it. It's like I said, like I'll get a bug to do it, like a bug in my bonnet about it, and then I'll do it for a couple of weeks, and then I set it aside for months at a time, and then I pick it up again, and it's just one of those things that I have. Although Dave did get me a embroidery like frame so that I don't have to hold it while I do it, because it does make my hands ache. So yeah, cross stitch. I used to cross stitch, but then I just found that I got tired of the counting. I didn't like the stamped ones. Had to buy, yeah, exactly. Now I know where my needle threader is. I looked for that thing everywhere. But I didn't like the stamped cross stitches. And then, so I used to do counted cross stitch, but I got to be honest, like I got so tired of counting and I was just like, I don't want to do this. I'd rather embroider and just do the outline. Really, mostly is all you're doing, at least in that one. So I can do that. Did anybody have anything really exciting happen or good happen, or has anybody else had any good shows they've been watching? Or I feel terrible. My friend sent me an album for my birthday, and I haven't had a chance to open it and listen to it. Oh, you finished your quilt. How did it come out? How did your binding come out? Hi, Lloyd. You want to come up? Lloyd might have to say hi to everyone. Harry's feeling much better because he was sick, as I had mentioned last week, but now he's like super needy and he's up our butts because he's so used to getting so much attention because he was sick. What are you doing, Bubba? Well, apparently he's not interested yet. I imagine, oh, here he is. Hi, Bubby. What you doing? You want to say hi to everyone? Lloyd has been super playful this week for him. He's such a big boy. Like he's starting to verge, I think, on the size of a Maine Coon, even though he's not a Maine Coon. But he was doing parkour off the walls. Oh, you ended up having to machine bind it? That's not the end of the world, really. I mean, you can get a nice machine bind. Come here, Bubby. Oh, I know. Come here. Here he is. Here he is. Say hi. Hi, everyone. So by hand better than most. Yes, I bet. I bet you can. That does make it easier. Hi, sweet boy. You were such a bub. You were such a big baby. He's a big baby, this one. He's been a little bit jealous because Harry's gotten so much attention. Yes, I know it. I don't know what I would do without these boys. What? He's given me like the stink eye like you wouldn't believe. What is it? What? Oh, thank you, Tammy. He's a good boy. He's a big boy. Harry weighs 13 and a half pounds, and we thought he was little. So I'm thinking this guy's got to be, gosh, I don't know. I have to get on the scale in order to weigh him. And, you know, I'm not into that right at the moment. I need to start some keto first. Or at least get ready to start keto, then I'll get on the scale again. And then maybe I'll weigh him and we'll find out. Oh, thank you, Irene. I am too. I was really worried about him there. And then, of course, for like 3 days, it was like I had to make sure that he was peeing. So every time I heard somebody in the cat box, I was like sneaking up the stairs to like peek around the corner to see if it was him. And if it was him, what was he doing? He does. They both do. But yes, he's a big boy. He loves to be held. He really does. It's ridiculous. And if I'm like sitting at my desk working, because I work from home, he'll come up and he stands on his back legs or his back feet, and he's super long. So he reaches up and he taps me on my shoulder from the floor, like, Mama, Mama. And if I don't give him enough attention, he gets pretty demanding and he'll start to hop on his back legs, like, pick me up, pick me up. And he can get pretty demanding. He can be rough, but he's a good boy. Harry is not quite so needy most of the time, but he was sick, so he's been a little bit needy lately. Because he got spoiled, although, oh my goodness, trying to get medicine into a cat, forget that, man. What a mess. Right, yeah, I wish I could get him on film doing it, but every time I grab my phone, he walks away. He's like, no, I'm not going to let people see me do this. But it's funny because Julie, who sometimes is in the chat here, she has a little granddaughter who loves cats. And so when Harry gets really excited to play, he parkours off the walls. And so I took video and sent it to her so she could show her granddaughter. Her granddaughter was all excited, I guess. Oh, yeah, cat meds. So they gave me liquid. And, of course, you got to give like a mill of antibiotics. And so finally I ended up having to get Dave to hold him and like hold him tight, because every time I'd try to squirt the stuff, he'd move his head. And then I'm like, I'm just wasting this med, you know? So, and that costs a fortune. So I didn't want to do that. But anything else going on? I don't have much going on, guys. Like, do you want to see my nails? I did my nails. I told you guys about that. So we have plaid, sparkly black plaid, and then I have just, this is called Underground Magic. It's black to silver. They're kind of fun, you know. These, I guess, maybe aren't my favorites. I thought I would like it more than I do. I don't dislike it, but I don't like it as much as I thought I would together. But it would be really great for like New Year's Eve. So that's exciting. That was kind of my big exciting nail thing this week. I know I show you guys my nails every week. So yeah. But my Facebook group that I have for them voted on which ones I should use. And so they chose these ones. So they seem to like it. It was okay. I think I'll do something slightly more colorful next. I don't know that I love black on my nails. Yeah, 2.5 weeks. Yours last, yeah, mine, the last ones that I had on for about 16 days. And then finally I was like, I gotta take these things off. Yes, it is good for Halloween. You should see some of the Halloween sets that they've got. They have a glow in the dark set with like little like ghost faces. It almost looks like Jack Skellington. Oh, thank you, Felicia, and happy anniversary. Oh, go have your anniversary. I appreciate that you stopped in. Sounds good. But yeah, so Tammy, they have the ones, and it's kind of like Jack Skellington, but they glow in the dark. So those are fun. And then they have like a purple set with little black bats on them that are chromatic. So they, like when you move your hands, they kind of change color a little bit. So those are kind of fun. And then they have, what else did they have? Oh, they have a sparkly purple one with black kitties on them. Bye, Felicia. Have a wonderful anniversary night. Congrats on that. Yeah, so then there was a purple one with kitties, and then, oh, there was kind of like it's like white with gray and black, and it's kind of swirly, and there were some moons on it and stuff. That was pretty. And just like an orange with pumpkin faces. I do sell them. Yeah, yep, I do. I have a Facebook group for folks that, like my clients, that like to keep up, and I offer sales and stuff. But honestly, the prices are good. They're like $11 for a set of solids, $12 for some glitters. You can get nail art designs, which is like the plaid kind of thing. It's like $13. And if you buy 3, you get 1 free. Like, I feel like that's really decent for a manicure, and you get 16 strips. So when you have extras, I reseal my packages and keep them in the freezer, and they seem fine after. You just take them out, let them warm up to room temperature when you use them, and they're fine. So I get at least 2 manicures plus accent nails. So you can have like, mixed bannings or whatever, or you could just do solid ones. Or Irene tried them. And Felicia tried some too. So she really liked hers, and I think Irene liked hers. They're easy and affordable, I feel. So I really enjoy them. So I like selling them, and I'm looking forward to the, what I really like about them is that they, it's a really charitable company. They pick like several months a year that they focus on like one particular issue or cause. They do stay on. They last really well, and they're real nail polish, because like I guess Jamberry and stuff is kind of like, you have to heat them up. They're like rubber. They're not like real polish, but these are actual polish. You take them off with nail polish remover. But so they call it their foundation. And like last month, they August they did MS, so they donated $150,000 to multiple sclerosis. Yeah, they have pedicure ones too, which is kind of fun. Actually, Irene, the set that you got was the set that they designed for their MS month. So they donated a certain amount of the sale of every one of those sets to, and they basically gave $50,000 to 3 different charities that all focused on MS. September was infant and pregnancy loss awareness. And they had a nice set that they designed for that. And then October, I believe every October they do breast cancer awareness. So I'm waiting to see if they're coming out. I believe they're going to come out with a couple of different sets for those. I heard a rumor that there were going to be 2 sets for the breast cancer awareness. And then they'll take a break. And then in January, it starts again. And I think they have, what is the, like, oh my goodness, it's just gone right out of my head. The, when you have like autoimmune, I think they have a month that they're going to be supporting causes for autoimmune disease. They've done learning disability. I mean, they've just done a ton of things, suicide awareness, mental health, all that. So I like that about the company. They really do seem to give back. They're made in America, all that stuff. So there's lots of good about it. So yeah, I sell them. I like them. And it's, I think the reason why, honestly, is because I've never been a big nail person, but this has been such a difficult year and there's just been so much bad news. And especially when quarantine hit, I needed something that had nothing serious about it. I needed something completely frivolous to focus on a little bit. And I felt like these were perfect. You know what I mean? I started this group and I don't have to do anything but put up pictures of pretty nails. And we have, today we had if you were in I put up posts and I asked people, and actually Felicia's answer was so great earlier today because she's in the group. It was like a picture and I made it of an attic, a spooky attic and a spooky basement. And I asked everybody, if you were in a horror movie and you had to go either to the attic or the basement to try to get away, which one would you choose? And so everybody answered, and sometimes on Fridays we do like little gift wars and stuff. And Mondays we have a giveaway for, people that put up pictures of their manicures, that everybody gets entered into a drawing. And Tuesday is Tip Tuesday. And so it's fun, you know what I mean? And it's not serious and there's no politics, there's no religion, it's just nails. And I just hope that everybody that's in the group enjoys it, because it is that little like oasis in the middle of social media that there's just nothing serious. It's just some nails. So that's what kind of drew me to it. So, but yeah, I do. There's links always in, down below if anybody's, interested or whatever. So super easy. Super easy. I actually have to change my links because have you guys ever heard of Linktree? It's really neat. It is creative. You can do so many fun things, guys, with them. You can take any color that you want and make French manicures out of them by using a punch or a penny. You can put a penny on the back and trace it and it makes that curve it's unlimited, the kind of things you can do. Know what? Did I ask a question and forget what I asked? Probably. That sounds about right. I did. Oh, no. Yes, I have no idea what anybody's talking about anymore. I'm just here blabbing on about nails. Yeah. I sent my mom some. She was very excited. She put hers on and then she was like, you need to send me extras so that I can put them out for the ladies here. So that in case they want them. Oh, Linktree. Okay, so if you guys have social media, Linktree is really good because if you ever have to like link your social media somewhere, Linktree is a free service. They have a paid version, but you don't need the paid version. You can just use the free version. You go in and you create, it holds like all of your social media links. And then they give you a link. And so that becomes the one link that brings somebody to a page that has all of your links listed. And so if something changes and you need to change a link, you can just change it at Linktree and it automatically keeps it updated everywhere else. So I thought that was really cool. So if anybody ever needs anything like that, Linktree is a free service and you can totally do that. So I'm going to actually change, I think, my link in the box below so that people can just follow it and then they can choose what they want to link to. They can link to, my Instagram, my Pinterest, all that stuff. And also my Color Street stuff will be in there. So exactly. Like I have the Etsy shop and I have the Color Street stuff. And so like on my Instagram now I have my Linktree link. And so when people go in there, it might say, Marvelous Manny's with Monique, which is like my thing. But it also has my Oak Dog Make Shop and, all of that kind of stuff, my Facebook group and other things. So it's not confusing at all, Tammy. I'm just horrible at describing it probably. But it's like a really good resource, especially I think for like YouTubers. Yeah, I'm just terrible at explaining it. But if you went and looked at it, I think you would immediately get what I mean. You just have to update links at one place instead of having to go to every single place. I know, no yawning. I'm tired this week, guys. I'm sure you can tell I'm probably not my normal, like, super bubbly self. Like I'm ever super bubbly, but I'm going to yawn again, because you said I couldn't. But yeah, so I feel like the Libra swap was kind of a bust. Not many people really took advantage of the fact that I was offered to run it. And that's fine, whatever. It's like less work for me, but I hope that the people that did decide to enjoy themselves. No, it's okay. It is what it is. And I kind of had a feeling that might happen because like Dana from Dana's Wanderlust Crochet ran it last year and she just didn't have time this year. And so I saw her basically put out hey, can somebody else do this? And so I figured, well, I can do it, but my channel's not as big as hers. You know what I mean? So I had a feeling that it wouldn't have as many people. And I know that Mama Swift, she did mention it in one of her videos, and she was very excited. She was one of the people that wanted to do it again. So, oh my goodness. So yeah, so the people that really seem to want to do it found it, and they're going to have a chance to do it. So that's fine. And Tori, who is not here this evening, she's doing it too. So, because she's also a Libra. But yeah. So it's been quiet. Quiet, tired, crazy news going on. I can't believe she's playing hooky. I know, I'm okay with that. She's here most Friday nights. Honestly, she doesn't need to be here for me. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Tammy. I'm making everybody tired. So next week I'll have to wear a different pair of glasses, and you guys will have to then let me know which ones you like the best. I think these ones are adorable, even though they make my face look even rounder than it is anyways. But I just think the color is so fun. And my eyes are blue, so I feel like, oh, it matches my eyes. These would look great. This color glasses would look great on Sandy from Left is Right, Crochet with Sandy. She's got the prettiest blue eyes. So yeah, guys, any new shows you're watching or anything? Anything you guys are? Thank you, Tammy. I like them too. Next week, I'll wear my purple ones with the black dots. I'll have to just try to remember that. Ella, too? Oh, is that, oh my goodness. No catchy name? Is that who you mean? Yeah, don't get you name. I don't watch her channel that much, and I think it's not that I don't. I think it's because honestly, honest to goodness, guys, like I have so many subscriptions now that it takes me forever to get through my notifications. Yeah, I'm kind of that way too. You guys want to see what the bag that I'm making looks like halfway through? Don't worry about it, hun. Dave's here. It's fine, babe. But I'm going to show the ladies but this is what a sew together bag looks like mid-process, guys. Right? That's lots of fun. So pockets are done. I probably can't show it too much because there's some naughty words in there. But yeah, the lady contacted me and wanted a custom bag. So this is the beginnings, or I shouldn't say the beginning. It's like half to 3/4 the way done, but that's what it looks like part way through. You wouldn't think, huh? Kind of a funky mess. Looks like a big old funky mess. It's not. So, but aren't the colors cute? I like the colors. I think she did, she kind of gave me an idea of what kind of colors she liked, and we picked out the fabric, and she wanted pockets, so she's got pockets on each side. She's got 2 on that and 3 on here. I'm hoping that she likes that I sectioned it off, but she was hoping for, like spots to put like, stitch markers and that kind of stuff. Yeah, they are really fun colors. I really enjoy it. So, and then the outside is the same as the pockets, that kind of watercolor looking floral. So, that flower fabric because we have a couple of bags it's this fabric, guys, that I made my own bag in. So, that's okay, Irene. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I've got another bag actually that I have to film to photograph to put in the shop. No, you mean like this bags, like all the bags in my shop? No, they don't. Like this one just has plain on the inside, and this is mine, but I haven't done any with the naughty fabric yet. That one, the woman specifically asked. So in the process of her, like kind of letting me know what she liked for the idea of a custom bag, and she chose a semi-custom, which is a little bit less expensive, but I choose where the fabrics go. So because if somebody then backs out on the sale, I feel like I can still sell it, It does look a little bit like your grandma's favorite Hawaiian shirt. But I will be making bags with naughty things on the inside. Yeah, it's fun, So I was thinking that I will probably make some knot bags with naughty, and then I'll probably do some sew together bags like that one I was just showing with the 3 pouches. And I'll probably do the inner pockets with them as well so that people can hide it. And then, I don't know, maybe some zipper bags. I don't know that I'm going to do the big drawstring totes with it because that stuff is super expensive, that fabric. And if I tried to like line one of the big drawstring totes with it, nobody would ever buy the bag. I mean, the bags aren't flying out of the shop as it is. You know what I mean? So I think that if I lined the bag with that, it would be unaffordable. Cousin like the Good Place, right? That's so fun. There's actually a Good Place bag in the shop and nobody has snagged it yet. Tori was like, she was going to give people a couple weeks and then she was going to buy it. But yeah, there's a knot bag in there that's got that fabric, and no one's grabbed it yet. What the Frank? Yeah. Yeah. Holy mother forking shirt balls. I love it. I love mine. Like I made myself one with it. And once I sell that one, I'm going to actually take the money from that sale and buy more of that fabric. And so that, because I only got 1 yard because I wasn't sure if people would like it, you know? So, oh, look guys, you can see the cowl Tori made me for my birthday. Isn't it pretty? I love the colors. So she made it, and then she was like, she didn't like how tall it was, so she made it like so that you could fold it over, and right? She's such a good kid. She's so sweet. Makes me things keep me warm in the winter. She's a good one. Yeah, as soon as she apparently started making it, she was testing a pattern for somebody with it, but as soon as she started making it, she was like, oh, that's it. She was like, Mom would love these colors. Oh, Dave put up the link for you guys so that you could see. Thank you, babe. So that you could see the Good Place bag. So, but yeah, it's hard to find naughty fabric, and so I've only found. Thank you, Tammy. My daughter made it for me for my birthday. I've only found one place to get it, and it's like you have to order the fabric, and then they make it to order. But the interesting thing is it's called spoon flower, and you can get it on fabrics, you can get it on wallpaper, you can get it on, I mean, a ton of things, which is cool. But because it is that type of on demand, I'm lost. Still buffering. Well, I think if I refresh, I'll lose the thing. There you go. Oh, I'm back. Hooray! Tammy, the other thing, if you're interested in nails, I sell gift cards too. So you can always tell, somebody, hey, get me a gift card for this. Just let me know. I'll give you a link if you're interested. Or if you want a sample, I'll send you a sample. Just send me an email. Happy to do it. What was I saying? Oh, so the reason that I'm probably going to do the naughty fabrics in smaller projects is so that it stays more affordable for people, because like that knot bag was it's more expensive than I wanted to have the knot bags be for that size knot bag, but it's because that fabric is so expensive. So what are you gonna do? But yeah. Oh, you can see me. Okay, good. I know we have the worst internet here, guys. It's so bad. Like you can tell when the kids get out of school because our internet goes like whoa and like bogs down. That's the noise it makes. Whoa. Oh, it drives me nuts. But it's good enough that we can stream most of the time. Because I got rid of cable. I'm so done paying $200 for cable. Blame it on Joey. Joey is a pill. It's a total pill. Diet Cherry 7-Up. I think I'm the only one that buys it at the store. And then I just have to be careful. Oh, we found the most delicious thing, guys. And I bought so many jars of it that when I went to buy more jars of it, the store didn't have any more. So I'm thinking other people must have discovered it. So I don't know if you've ever heard of Mount Olive pickles, but they make these sweet heat jalapenos. Oh my gosh, they're so delicious. Oh, the hens they're doing good. They're super happy right now, Irene, because Dave extended their run. So they have their covered run so that they always can run under there if they are scared, because, you know, hawks and stuff will just nab them and take them away. So they get real cautious. They don't like to be out in the open necessarily. So they have their long covered run, but Dave extended it down out off the side into like some tall grasses that we have there so that they could go out and have a little bit more room to roam and to peck and to scratch and stuff. So they have like double, if not triple, the space that they had before. And they have been very happy. So and it makes me happy to see them out of their covered run, because I wanted them for tick purposes, but I also want them to enjoy life more than just in the covered run. So Dave worked really hard. He had to buy cement to cement in the posts, because we live like, there's like 3 inches of dirt and then it's bedrock. So it's just a nightmare. Mount Olive Sweet Heat, Irene. They're called Sweet Heat jalapenos, and they actually have Sweet Heat pickles as well. But the jalapenos are so good. They would be delicious on nachos. We open a jar and like have hot dogs, and Dave likes them so much and I like them so much that like the jar is like almost gone by the end of the meal. It's like super easy. They're super addictive. Yeah, jalapeno rings and pickles. Delicious on a sandwich. They're good on everything. Think of like bread and butter pickle brine. There you go. Bread and butter pickle brine with jalapenos. So a little bit spicy, little bit of heat, but not too much, but that kind of sweet. Super delicious. Dave, I can smell them from a quarter mile away. I think that might be true. Yes, and they have specifically Sweet Heat bread and butter pickles as well, Irene. You might really enjoy them. Dave had made blueberry pepper jelly. And so we had some blueberry pepper jelly with over cream cheese, you know, with some crackers. And we were putting the, just like one ring of the one jalapeno ring from it on top of like each cracker. Oh, they were so good. They were very, very tasty. We don't have any. Look at Dave. We should. Oh, you're welcome, Tammy. No problem. I give samples out all the time. So blueberry pepper jelly. Have you not had pepper jelly? It's delicious. You take it and you take like cream cheese or Neufchâtel if you like the, you know, less fatty stuff, and you just let it get kind of soft. And you put that, and then you pour the pepper jelly over it and you put it on crackers. It's so good. It's so good. I mean, seriously, so good. But it's jelly made from regular bell peppers. And you can get hot pepper jelly or you can get sweet pepper jelly. Dave made a combination of pepper jelly with blueberries because our peppers this year were purple. The most beautiful peppers we've like ever grown. They're this beautiful, deep, dark purple. And so he used those to make pepper jelly, and then he added blueberries in, and it's so good. Because we had, I don't know how many pints of blueberries we ended up with this year. We always have a ton of blueberries. It's not really fancy at all. It's like the easiest appetizer for a get-together, but it's really tasty. Oh, he's making more tomorrow. We grew Thai chilies this year, guys, the little tiny red ones. That's like in Szechuan cooking. They're so hot. I don't even want to get near them. I am not into this super, super spicy. Dave really likes it, not so much for me. But I'm sorry, I'm reading, guys. Making sure I didn't show anything. I mean, miss anything. Irene, if you want, I can always send you a recipe for pepper jelly if you want to try it. Chinese food. Yeah. Ooh, I love hot and sour soup. Is like one of my favorite things. Really good hot and sour soup. And I don't like spicy or like sour. Normally, sour is not a thing I dig on. It makes my face implode. I don't like it at all. But hot and sour soup, so good. So good. You don't cook, Irene? Yes, I also don't like salty. I don't know what it is with me. Although I do like a really salty chip sometimes, you know? Now you're hungry. No, it's so late here, we've already eaten. So Dave just had chicken wings. But, well, guys, it's 10 o'clock. We've been on for about an hour, and I don't have a lot to talk about. I'm kind of boring this week. You suck at it? A lot of people seem to, honestly, not love it or be good at it. I enjoy watching Worst Cooks in America because it is so foreign to me to not know how to cook. You know what I mean? I've known to cook my whole life. You can tell. I'm reading and talking at the same time. So, all right, guys, listen, I'll see you next Friday. Let's hope I have more interesting things to talk about by then. 10 recipes. Dave makes fun of me and tells me I never make the same thing twice. It is good. It's my favorite too, Tammy. It's the best Chinese of the best. It's the best of the Chinese soups, I think. But all right, you guys have a fabulous week. Try and stay healthy out there. Wish me luck with these damn allergies that they just ease off a little bit. They've been so bad. Miso ain't bad. No, it ain't as good as hot and sour. I'm just going to say it. But anyways, guys, have a wonderful week. Be safe. Tammy, I'll be thinking of your mom. I hope that she is home and recovering soon. Okay? You guys all be safe, and I'll see you then. Bye, guys.